Sorry about the random stop in communication there. The dog decided to stand on the keyboard. I had to get him off before I could continue with what I'm trying to say. It was, in general, easier for me to have conversations with adults because I know that they understand what I was saying and they wanted to have conversations with me, and the people that were my age really didn't. But at the same time, it was partly to do with the fact that I found communication difficult, and I found adults were a lot more accepting of conversations I wanted to have. I found that it was easier for me to have a conversation with a teacher or a support worker or a carer than it was to try and play games that kids were playing, because I either got bored and walked off, got fed up because I didn't understand the rules, or was viewed as too immature to play the games they were playing. Which, to be fair, they weren't wrong, but at the same time, I had my own routine that I did and had to do each and every time during playtime, and I knew that wasn't going to change, and I just worked around it rather than... Sorry, there's bugs everywhere. Rather than expecting people to be like, oh, do you want to play with me? Or do you want to do this with me? Sort of thing. I just did things on my own. I did my own sort of ideas, my own sort of distractions. Bloody bugs. My own sort of thought processes and all the rest of it, simply so that I wasn't forced to join in with something that stressed me out, and I wasn't forced to pay attention to other people. And to some extent, being on my own and playing on my own was a lot easier for me, and probably is for a lot of people with social difficulties, because they don't have to try and cooperate, try and understand their rules, and try and follow someone else's orders. We could make up our own games, we can do our own thing, which is what is easier, because we don't have to then conform. That's the word I was looking for. We didn't have to conform to someone else's ideals and someone else's thought processes, regardless of what age we were. So yes, there are good things about NLD. There's also bad things about NLD. They're not good and bad, that's probably the wrong words, but they do... It impacts us in different ways depending on the person, which obviously isn't helpful because everyone's unique. There's anyone with a disability, including NLD or autism or whatever else, is going to be different. But with NLD, the good stuff, like root memory skills, observation skills, language skills, cover up the bad stuff or the difficulties we have, like social skills difficulties and our concentration and missing the big picture difficulties. They tend to be hidden because we're good at masking. But at the same time, people have got to remember this is still a disability. It is still something that we're going to have to adjust to. It is still something that deserves an IEP or an education healthcare plan to help us through school, to help us through college, to help us through wherever we go in the next bit of life that we're on. It's not going to change and it's not going to go away. NLD is permanent, like autism. But do not, please, I mean, if this is the only plea I can make at the end of most disability videos, do not treat us like jerks, do not think we're stupid, and do not underestimate us. That is all I've got to say about NLD at the moment. I'm sorry about the dog being so interrupty today. I don't know why he is. And I will speak to you guys later. Bye!